this is for me personally. I've just come back from, well, I've had a bit of a foot injury, Dave, and I'm sure you've had 1,000 million injuries in your career. I'm just struggling with a little bit of motivation to kind of get back into my training. I'm had about 5 months off the bike and the runs. I did keep up with my swim. Any tips for athletes or for myself that have had a bit of an injury and are struggling with a little bit of motivation? What's the best way to kind of get back into it?
Write down the days that you're going to be able to exercise and what you're going to do on those days, and have a fallout on 2 of the days. So, you have to be pretty steadfast, like you're going to put it in your work program. My exercise is going to be X time, and try not to deviate from that. But I always tell people, if you're a morning exercise person, that, maybe on Tuesday and Thursday, if you can do a shorter one, because those days are kind of congested, but you have to, you have to put that down on your computer or put it on your refrigerator so you can see it. And I think the other thing is that when you have an injury, a lot of athletes, once they start, and I gather you're pretty driven, Joe, once you turn on the green light, is that sometimes they're overzealous. And if you have really been off your legs, you've had a foot injury, I mean, all that connective tissue in your tendons and ligaments, your foot is loaded with them, is pretty vulnerable. So I have a back to run program where people should be able to, I'll just give you a couple of things. I mean, you should be able to double hop. You should be able to hop on one leg. You should be able to hop forward, back, side to side. And, it should be pain free. And that's a very simplistic overview before you say, I used to be able to run 5K. I'm going to go 5K on my first day. Don't do that. That eccentric load that you have all the way through your musculature is, you're going to be back in the nut house and wounded again. So, I understand injuries really well. I fractured my femur. I hit some black ice January 13th, and I had a walker, and I have a titanium rod permanently in my femur, and another one that goes with my femoral head. And I have my cane here now. So this is what I'm using right now. And I can kind of walk around, but I can't fully load on it. It drives me mad. But you got to come back. So I've been riding about 18, 19 times. Today I rode about 70K and swam a little bit. So I'm totally nuts about the strength training. So I've tried to do as much as I can. So put that into your program and define what that is on those days.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yep.